Hello and welcome once again to my side of YouTube. This is me, Luther574, and today, what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super, episode 52. Yeah, 52, because 53 is coming out. Oh my god, 53! Okay, 52. What happened on episode 52? Trunks went to visit Gohan. And before he got there, Piccolo was being a bitch. He's like, hey, if you're thinking about bringing him to the future, don't even bother. He's weak as shit, man. You don't want him. Now, I'm going to go into what I thought what should have happened. Now, Trunks hanging out with Gohan, he got emotional. He got very emotional. Now, it's not a bad thing, but it's just that he just saw how much was going on for him in the past. Like, hey, Gohan has a wife, Gohan has a child, Gohan has a family, alongside with a Hercule. Worse than having a pet. Now, Trunks realized if everything that happened in the future didn't happen, he could have been happy instead of being a one-armed dead loser. Now, the reality is, in the future, Gohan was kick-ass. But in the past, Gohan is still kick-ass. But I'm going to get into that later. Gohan is a bit of a weak loser right now. Why? Because we don't see what's really going to happen yet. Nope. Something's going to happen with Gohan. Sometime in the future of Dragon Ball Super. Now, I'm going to go into what I believe should have happened. Because as Trunks is leaving their house from having a nice meal, from hanging out with Gohan, eating with Videl and everyone else, and trashing their place, trying to make sure that Pan doesn't take his sword, killing everyone on a murderous rampage. Now, this actually happened. Pan flew over to Trunks, kicked him in the stomach, grabbed his hair. Pan made Trunks her bitch. And at the end, she's trying to take his sword away from him. Now, what happens is, with all this going on, everything was broken, everything was trashed. Now, it's okay because Hercule is a rich son of a bitch. What should have happened was, as soon as he left... No, what happened was, as soon as Trunks left, Videl said, wait, he came from the future? Why is he here then? Did something happen in the future? Now, Gohan said, oh god, I didn't ask him. I forgot to ask him. Now, what should have happened after that was, after Trunks was flying away, going back to where he came from, which was Bulma's place, Gohan should have flew over to him and should have been like, hey, I forgot to ask you, why are you here? Fucking, something happened in the future? Is something happening now? Now, I don't know what... I believe Gohan doesn't care anymore. Gohan is like, you know what? I have a good thing going on right now. Dad, stay away from me. Vegeta, stay away from me. Piccolo, you're okay. You're helping Videl with the baby. But the reality is, no. What should have happened was Gohan should have powered up just to give Trunks a little taste of what's soon to happen but I believe because of what didn't happen, it's not gonna happen. But it's still my what if theory. Yes, I have a what if theory. Now, Gohan should have powered up using his um unlocked potential from when he was on Kai's planet and went over and scared the living shit out of Trunks. Now, what Trunks could have said was, Jesus, Gohan, I didn't sense your ki. Jesus, Gohan, you're quicker, you're more agile, you're fucking Jesus. What should have happened was Gohan should have gave us a teaser of what's soon to come. Now, let's just open up the door a bit and say, hey, put all this to the side. Goku is now with Beerus and Whis. They're going to Universe 10. Fuck you, Goku. Fuck you, Goku. Vegeta doesn't even get to go to planet Salad? Sadal? I'm just gonna call it Planet Salad. Vegeta wants to go to Planet Salad just to meet, Kaba's parents, the king of the Saiyans. Now, I believe that Kaba is either Vegeta himself, but with a different name, or Vegeta in Universe 6 is actually the king of Planet Sadal. Now, we have this Kaioshin. We have this Kaioshin that is green with orange earrings. Everyone was making these what ifs. I don't know why. It quickly got on my nerves. It's stupid of me to get like this, but this person is not black. This person is not Goku Black. Only reason Goku Black's earring is green. The green Kaioshin has an orange earring. Now, you could make all the theories you want about why they're the same person. Not to be rude, not to be a douche, I don't see it happening. I don't believe this is ever going to be a thing. But there's a possibility that they're related in a way. There's a possibility that Goku Black and this green Kaioshin has a history together. Now let's get back into me talking about Gohan. Gohan, I believe, is going to be one of the strongest characters. Gohan, being as smart as he is going to read certain books and realize, oh, ancient human civilizations have had ways to power up, had ways to fight, had ways to get in contact with their spirituality, spiritual instincts, or whatever it's called. And it's like, oh, so this is basically the same thing as what I had going for me when I went up against Boo. Unlocked potential. Apparently, I don't know, he finds out that, oh, humans have found out a way, or have found a different way of doing unlocked potential, but in their own special way. Who knows? But there's a possibility, like, the North Kai, is Earth's god, even though he had Kami, which was the protector of Earth. But before Kami, there is another one, which we should have at least had the creator of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball could have at least gave us a little bit of knowledge who was the original protector of Earth. But it's okay. It could have actually been a Kai. It could have actually been a god. Now, this Kai saying you still have evil within your heart to truly become a god. Basically, what they're saying, you need to disband this evil from within you and have to have a pure, good heart. Now, this is how King Piccolo, Demon King Piccolo, came to be. Now, I believe that he didn't really need to do that. But this is all about Gohan right now. Gohan is going to become one of the most kick-ass characters. Why? All I'm going to say is, not now, but later on in the future of Dragon Ball Super. But right now, we're dealing with Goku Black. Now, it's going to take a pretty decently long time just to deal with Goku Black. Black Goku. So, as we're dealing with that, now, I'm just going to say, when the whole Black is over and done with, we're going to go into character adjustments. Character adjustments, what do you mean by that, Luther? Now, I'll tell you what I mean. We have Krillin, we have Piccolo, we have Tien Shinha, and we also have, all the other Dragon Ball characters. Yamcha and everyone else. Everyone has made at least one appearance during every episode. Now, all I'm going to say is, Yamcha is no longer a fighter. He's made that clear. Tien is still a fighter, but not like Goku and Vegeta. Piccolo is still a fighter. Krillin is a cop, so being a full-time cop alongside with being a husband and a father to one child, who knows, this little baby that they have could have some have some time to become a character with her own personality. Now, when I say that, she might have her own episode alongside with Pan and Oob. Holy shit, I just brought up a GT character. Bullshit alert, bullshit alert. No, there's no bullshit here. I'll tell you exactly why. They made an episode just to talk about Oob before the fight against Universe 6. Goku and Vegeta were talking about, hey, what are we gonna do to have more fighters? And Goku's like, well, we could have Majin Buu. Vegeta's like, well, he was defeated by one punch by Beerus. Now, it's easy to assume that just because from one punch from Beerus, he won't be too much of a fighter in the fight against Universe 6. But it's also Vegeta's fault that he wasn't able to fight in the fucking battle in the beginning. Why? Because he said, well, at least everyone needs to go through this written test. And Majin Buu is dumb as fuck and didn't learn anything from being an Earthling. Why? Because he had to deal with Hercule. Hercule being the way he is, afraid of Majin Buu, and he will not muster up the courage to say, "You can't do that! That's bad and that's ill-mannered." Now, it should have been a battle between that big bear and Majin Buu. The winner would have been Majin Buu. Why? Why? Because it's Majin Buu. Majin Buu could have easily turned him into a candy, or that could have been part of the rules. You can't use magic. You have to use your fighting skills. Now, like Goku said, as Vegeta said, oh, he was beaten by one punch by Beerus. He says, well, at least when Buu gets serious, he becomes a very asset fighter. And then Goku says, well, one of the Kais that I talked to had mentioned to me that, hey, I think it was Elder Kai that he was talking about. The Grand Elder Kai told me, oh, Oob was finally reincarnated. Evil Buu was finally reincarnated as Oob and is now a newborn baby child. And Vegeta's like, well, a newborn child is not going to help us fight against all these warriors. Now, that's the truth. This is reality. Now, there's possibility that Pan, Marin, and Oob are actually going to have their own episode all together, meeting each other, and being a happy, baby-friendly friends. Happy baby-friendly friends. Yes, that's what it's going to be called. Happy baby-friendly friends. Now, future episodes, when the whole Goku is done over with, we're going to have time to have Pan grow up, Marin grow up. Now, I'll tell you this. Android 18 is not going to raise a weak child. Android 18 is going to teach Marin exactly how to fight, exactly. She learned from Goku's wife that you cannot have a smart child. If you're going to have a smart child, they at least have to fight, because she does not want a Gohan. That is for sure. Because of the fact that she has to stay home and take care of the child, I bet you that she can't wait until this child becomes a teenager. Because then she's going to go military on this child and train her to be a killing monster. This child is going to be a monster. Now, we're going to have Oob. Oob, alongside with Oob coming into Dragon Ball Super, that just means Hercule's going to have to say bye to his big fat buddy. Why? Because Majin Oob, Super Majin Oob, how does that happen? Fat Majin Buu becomes one with Oob, because they're originally one person. I have something on my forehead. I don't know what it is. It fell, and I don't know where it went. I'm not getting up because I'm not wearing pants. Hey, I know what you're thinking. I'm a pervert. I'm not. Going back into Dragon Ball Super. Pan is going to be having some character adjustments. Character build-ups. Character build-up, yep. So, like I said, all of these characters, Marin, Pan, and Oob. They're going to be in this. Now, Oob becoming Majin Oob, Super Majin Oob, that's going to have to do with a threat that's going to happen. But I believe all of the newer generation fighters are going to die and go to other worlds, go to Kai, and train. Now, why do I say this? They're going to train with Kai because there is a threat on Earth, and the only person who is fending off this threat is Gohan. Wait, isn't Gohan weak and can't fight anymore because he decided to become a full-fledged, who knows, teacher? What? No. I'll tell you the truth about Gohan. Gohan doesn't need to go Super Saiyan because he has unlocked potential. Now, people are saying just because of the fact that he's been a lazy ass fuck who's been doing nothing but training his mind. Look at Piccolo. Piccolo is kick ass. He naturally has a fit body because of his race. And, well, I'll tell you something. With Gohan being smart and having potential unlocked, he's basically a Kai himself, but he's just not a god. Now, who knows? He might become the next Super Saiyan god. The next Super Saiyan god, Super Saiyan. The only reason I say this is because there is so much about Gohan that we do not yet understand. Because he has another way of powering up. Unlocked potential by Elder Kai. Now, Elder Kai is not going to be around for long. He is old, very old. We do not know how long a Kai lives or how long it takes for a Kai to die. Now, North Kai died, but he's still around. But they're in Otherworld, so that's all good. That's all good. But who knows? Being a very old, shriveled up Kai, you probably actually have an expiration date. Not to be rude, but everyone has an expiration date, even if you are an immortal and dead. Being dead and in Otherworld, there's a possibility that you can shrivel up and turn into dust and just blow into the wind. And then, as that happens, a fruit falls off a tree and becomes a Kaioshin. A Kaioshin. Now, I'll tell you this. I have noticed that some people understand what a Kaioshin is, a Kai, and people don't fully understand a Makaioshin. A Makaioshin, it's Kaioshin. Now, I'll tell you this. There are Kaioshins and Makaioshin. Two different things. Yes, this is true. And Black Goku is a Makaioshin. Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck is a Makaioshin? Now, it's not a Kai. It's basically exactly what Dabura is. What is Dabura? He's a demon. Well, he's not just a demon, he's a Makaioshin. He is the demon king. Now, he has a little sister, which was in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Now, things with Black, all I'm going to say is Black is going to die. Easy as that. Only reason, if Goku went into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, he would have killed him. But he didn't, so he wasn't able to. If Goku and Vegeta had teamed up against him, it didn't happen. Because they are childish and they believe it's first come, first serve. Now that's Gohan. That's Goku. With Goku's mindset, it's very easy to know when he's going to die. Now, just because in every other Dragon Ball series that he's been the main character, Dragon Ball Super, he might not be the main character anymore. The roles may have changed. Someone else might be the main character, and Goku might actually die in Super. Now, when I say die, like he's not going to come back. Like he's going to be forced to watch everyone from Otherworld. There's a chance that he's going to have a chance to come back home. He's going to have a chance to get back and be with... I forgot who... Chi-Chi. Be with Chi-Chi. I almost said I forgot her name, but I remembered. But he needs to die. Not to be rude, but even if he is overpowered, having Goku and Vegeta around is basically having Kenpachi fight every battle in Bleach. And having Kenpachi fight every battle in Bleach is basically saying, we're going to end the video. We're going to end the series just with this one fight with Kenny and this dude. And then it's going to end and everyone's going to be all bitchy and be like, we still haven't seen his da 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 Bankai da 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 da. Now, when I mention Bleach, Bleach is ending. Bleach is dying. All I'm saying is, Bleach was a good anime. Bleach was my very first favorite anime before Pokemon. Actually, during Pokemon. Because Pokemon was my first, and will always be my first. But, Bleach was one of my favorites alongside with Pokemon. But they're killing off Bleach. It's okay, I understand why it's not all that popular as it used to be. But I'll tell you something. Dragon Ball never became Dragon Ball Super. Only reason Dragon Ball Super came around was because so many people got into Dragon Ball when Dragon Ball Xenoverse became a thing. And because of how popular that became, people were demanding more videos of Dragon Ball Kai, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Kai was basically the amped up version of Dragon Ball Z, like, you know, when Nappa actually gave the middle finger, when Vegeta gave the middle finger, and when everyone was having blood showing. It's all good with me. Just have it a good story, have good fighting scenes, give the characters personalities that are very relatable. That's okay with me. That's all I need. Now I'm going to go into what I was talking about in my other attempt of making this video on my phone, because that failed miserably. Two characters I believe should have became Z Warriors in Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was horrible. I'm sorry. It could have been better. I'll tell you why. Because Goku fighting Goku fighting Raditz. We found out that Raditz is his brother, and if he had a brother, then that means we knew that he had a father. Now, if we were to have Raditz as a Z Warrior, or at least send him into Dragon Ball Super, so at least he can talk to, like, Raditz and Hell, be like, hey, I'm sorry I killed you and whatnot. But I was hoping that since you're my brother, we could at least talk about our father. Like, hey, who was my dad? Like, your father was Bardock. My name is Raditz. I'm still pissed off that you shot me in the chest with that Namekian's blast. Ah. Now, what could have easily happened, Raditz could have easily became a part of the Z Warriors when he died. Why? Because they could have easily wished for Goku to come back. But what they could have done was have Goku go to Hell, talk to Raditz, and then give Raditz the sense of hope, like saying, hey, I understand you came to Earth and what you did was wrong, but since you're my brother, I just want to let you know that if I knew who I was and all of this other stuff, like at least Goku giving Raditz some clarity, like saying, hey, I know we're brothers, I want to give you like some little brother talk, saying, hey, I'm sorry for killing you, but if I didn't, you would have killed everyone else. And because of the fact that I hit my head as a child, I grew to love everyone, and I replaced my family with these people. Yeah. So, Raditz thinking all about this, and Goku going to King Kai, North Kai, I believe it was, the fat blue guy who taught him how to use Kaioken alongside with Super Spirit Bomb and whatnot. After doing that, running back to King Yama, talking to King Yama, saying, hey, have you had any requests from Raditz to come over here to talk with you? There's a possibility that he would have said yes. Now, Goku's saying, I would like to go back to Hell and talk to Raditz again. Talk to Raditz, saying, hey, or at least have King Kai contact Raditz from Hell, saying, hey, if you want to, we could have you wished back with the Dragon Balls. Now, with this wish, he could have easily helped out with the Vegeta thing, the Nappa thing. Now with Raditz dying from Goku and Piccolo, he had this Zenkai boost, making him stronger than what he was when he came to Earth. Now it could have gave him a boost enough to go up against Nappa. There's a possibility that he could have killed all the Cybermen, and we had Tien, Krillin, Yamcha, and Chaozu go up against Nappa. Now, when Nappa was weak enough, Raditz getting his breath back, coming out from nowhere, slamming Nappa's head with his arm, like the Lerati that Killer B does, like Shapa. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. With all that going on, we have them winning against Vegeta, and now Goku talking through King Kai, talking to his friend, saying, do not kill him, let him go. Now he's going to planet Namek. Now everyone else is going to Namek, and now on Namek they're going to wish for Goku to come back, or better yet, not Babidi. I forgot Roshi's sister's name. Whatever her name was, she goes over to Goku and says, hey, I can give you a free pass so you can help them out on planet Namek, even though you're dead. Now, this gives him a chance to go to Namek with everyone else, which means a whole lot of help finding the Dragon Balls, a whole lot of help against the Ginyu Force, Now, like with some people speculated if Raditz was alive to help out with Namek alongside with um what was his name? Nappa, Raditz and Nappa helping out on um the planet with the Namekians, Namek, that during the Ginyu squad that one of them would have died against them. But I don't believe so. With all the help combined, they could have easily took down the Ginyu fort, the Ginyu squad. Now, I'm talking about everyone else except for Ginyu himself. Because Ginyu himself would have tried to take either Raditz's body, Nappa's body, Vegeta's body, Goku's body, but the reality is, all of them together going up against Nappa would have easily took Ginyu down. Could have easily defeated Ginyu. Now, after that was done, Goku getting a Zenkai boost, and everyone talking about how he should be a Super Saiyan by now, by how strong Goku is. Goku somehow remembers something that gave him a traumatic experience, and through that traumatic experience, he became a Super Saiyan. Now, with this Super Saiyan form, he goes up against Frieza. Now, why is he going up against Frieza with his Super Saiyan form? He was restoring his energy with this pod that he's in, because remember, Vegeta said if he spends enough time in this pod, all of this liquid will heal him. Ugh. I'm talking so much that my throat is actually starting to give out on me. I'm sorry if I start to sound Now, Nappa, Vegeta, and Raditz, alongside with Gohan and Krillin, will be enough to hold off Frieza. One person blasting him from afar, and now we have... Now, I would say... Krillin and Gohan blasting Frieza from afar, alongside with the three full-pledged Saiyans, Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz, going fisticuffs with Frieza. This is wearing him down. He goes through his transformations. Even with his transformations, he still can't kill Vegeta, Nappa, or Raditz. Now let's say he hits one of them in a fatal area. Now, what happens? We have Senzu beans. Gohan or Krillin are holding on to Senzu beans. One of them realizes, ooh, someone's badly injured. Here, have a Senzu bean. Now he gets back up, he fights. But, while this is going on, Goku fully restores. Now, why would he be restoring himself in a healing pod if someone has Senzu beans? To give time. With these Senzu beans, alongside with the three Saiyans, Nappa, Vegeta, and Raditz, fighting, Goku's not just healing, but he's resting up. Resting and healing are two different things. Catching your breath. As you're running, you catch and you stop, you catch your breath, so you can keep going even further. Getting hurt and injured and healing yourself is another thing. You have a whole bunch of bumps and bruises, you're hurt, you're sore, Now he's going through all this healing, recuperation, and with all this time that they're wasting just fisticuffing, fighting Frieza, you know what I'm going with right now. This is a very tactical route. Now, this is something that would not happen in Dragon Ball Z. Why? Because it's smart. Because it makes sense. I don't want to say that the people who made Dragon Ball Z are stupid, but what you did wasn't really well thought out. I loved Dragon Ball Z, but most of the stuff that you had go on was not some of my favorites. That's all I'm saying. I love the show to hell. I love it so much. But there are so many things that should have happened that never happened. But who knows? Raditz and Nappa might actually show up in Dragon Ball in the future of Dragon Ball Super. Why? Because we have a limited amount of fighters. And this has been proven when they were going up against Universe 6. Now, who knows? Kaba could have easily been the counterpart of not Frieza, of Vegeta, or maybe even Raditz. He could have been related to Goku in a way. Genetically. He could have... I don't know. But anyway... Either way. This has been me, Luther574. And I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I know this has been a very long video, but I had a whole lot on my mind. And this is the second attempt of me making a video. Making this video. It was hard for me to keep my mind on a few things at once because I didn't sleep at all last night. And it's just now 8:54, just turning 9. So, yeah. If this is the very first video of me that you've seen, and even though I'm going crazy and you enjoyed me and this video, and you want to see more, there's a subscribe button right over here. Or here. If you want to, give it a big smack. Give it a big smack on the ass. And that's how you subscribe. You find this guy named Subscribe and you slap him on the ass, and that's how you subscribe. Now, I'll see you in the next video. Question of the day. I don't do these, but I'm going to try it. If you could have any villain become a good guy, who would it be and why? Leave it down in the comment section. Bye-bye.